Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. True Gamer for Reals here for you. Been seeing a lot of posts on the forums and Facebook groups about what it takes to run PCVR. We all know that the games on the Quest are fantastic and really fun, but it is most definitely a way better experience when you have your own gaming computer that can run VR. The limits are endless when it comes to those type of games. So in this video, we are going to show you exactly what you need to get your PC VR set up to have a great experience. The first thing we are going to talk about is the basics of PC VR computers. Really, there are three main things that you need to keep into consideration when you are building a computer or looking to buy a computer. And those three things are going to be RAM, the CPU, and the GPU. So next we're going to just break down what those three things are and how they interact with your computer and your virtual reality system. One of the most crucial parts to your computer is going to be the RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. And it is important because RAM gives applications a place to store and access data on a short-term basis. Basically, this is what happens when you open up programs, and it determines how quickly the computer can actively use those programs. This is specifically handy when you have multiple applications open. So if you're playing VR, it is crucial that you have a decent amount of RAM because you are going to be opening up programs such as your Oculus Store, the game itself, Steam, and if you're into recording like I am, even things like OBS Studio all running at once. The higher the RAM you have, the faster everything on your computer reads, and the faster your computer can access those programs. The next crucial part to your computer is the CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, and it is the portion of a computer that retrieves and executes instructions. Essentially, the CPU is just the brain of your computer. It consists of an arithmetic and logical unit, a control unit, and various registers. The CPU is often registered or referred to as the processor. Really, all the processor does is make sure that everything on your computer is working the way it should. It is really just the brain of your computer. It processes everything that happens while the programs are running and make sure everything is going to the places it should be in order to run those programs. The next thing that is absolutely crucial to the performance of your virtual reality headset is going to be the GPU. The GPU stands for the Graphics Processing Unit. And what that is it's a specialized electronic circuit designed to rapidly manipulate and alter memory to accelerate the creation of images in a frame buffer intended for output to a display device. The short of that, it's the computer part that renders the graphics for your gaming. This is an absolutely integral part to the whole computer system for VR because it's the thing that's going to process all your graphics and render them onto your headset. The better the graphics, the better experience you have, so make sure you grab a great GPU. The next thing I want to show you real quick before we move on to the requirements of each virtual reality headset is how to find what your hardware is in your computer. This is a simple and easy step to see what your CPU, your RAM, and your GPU is in the computer you currently have. That way you can see if you're able to run VR as it is. So first thing you want to do is to check what graphics cards you have in your computer. So you want to go down to the search bar down in the task menu bar down at the bottom here if you're in Windows, and you just want to type in Device Manager. So go ahead and click Device Manager, and then you want to go ahead and go to Display Adapters, and you're going to see your two graphics cards. The first one is usually your internal graphics card, but what you want to focus on is what your other graphics card is here, because that's the one that's going to be rendering your graphics. On this computer, it's a little bit older. It is my laptop. It's the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060. So that would be how to find your actual graphics card. Now, if you want to see your RAM and what kind of CPU you have in your computer, you want to just go back down to the search menu and type in System, and then you want to click on the System Control Panel. This here will pop up a window that basically shows you what you're running as far as what's in your computer. This one, your processor, is going to be your CPU. This one has an Intel i7 7700, and then the installed RAM is 16 gigabytes. So that is pretty much how you can see in your current computer what kind of hardware you're running and what you need to update or what you may already be using to play your virtual reality headset. Next, we are going to check out what it takes to run each of the virtual reality headsets on your PC. The most common ones are going to be the Oculus Quest / Quest 2, the HTC Vive, and the Valve Index. So we'll take a look in depth of what it requires to get those going on your PC individually. Up next, we're going to talk about how much a PC will cost you. This varies from how you want to really build your computer and what kind of performance you want to get out of it. You can expect to spend at least $1,000, and that's kind of going to be on the minimum requirements for most of these headsets. If you're looking for the recommended specs or higher, you're easily going to be going anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. And if you really want to get the best you can possibly get out of VR, you're probably looking around probably about $2,000 to about $5,000, depending on what kind of graphics you want to get. If you want to run full 4K, you're definitely going to be on the higher end of $3,500 and above. So, in the link in the description and here right on the video, I made a video a while back about recommendations for computers to use. This recommendation video is going to be for laptops, but it is a pretty good video to get you started and have something that's portable to take wherever you go in case you want to go on a road trip or something of that nature. Next, I want to show you guys this awesome little website for building desktop computers. It's called PC Part Picker, and it's at pcpartpicker.com. And what's really cool about this website is it gives you all kinds of things to recommend as far as your PC build goes. The main website here, you can click on View the Builds Guide, and it kind of gives you a walkthrough of what you need for PC based on what you're trying to do, like gaming or streaming or whatever the case may be. But the really cool part is if you click the system builder here in the top left, it lets you build everything you want one by one, piece by piece, and make sure that you're not missing anything. So if you know nothing at all about computers, this literally will choose everything for you based on what you need. So for choosing a CPU, you could just click on choose a CPU, and then it lists all kinds of them here for you. and then it's got the brand and what type of CPU it has. So if you follow the guide and the minimum requirements or the recommended requirements, you can basically just go ahead and find that recommended part. And yeah, that's about it. You can just type in the top right here if you want a certain processor or graphics card or whatever the case may be, and it'll filter it for you. And then you just select it, add it to the build, and then boom, there you go. It's in there for you. And at the very end, it totals it all up how much it will be. And they distribute through Amazon, but I can promise you that I have bought a computer off of this, and it will do the job most definitely. So yeah, that's a quick and easy way to build a desktop computer, and I do recommend this for a lot of people. Next thing I want to show you all is once you have your PC all built and you want to see what kind of performance you're going to be getting out of your PC, you want to download Steam, and then you want to download the Steam VR performance test. Once that's downloaded, you can go ahead and go to your desktop and then just double click the icon. And what that does is bring up a Steam VR performance test, just like it's called. And it runs it through a bunch of tests here, and it can take several minutes to figure out what you got going on as far as the performance of your actual PC. You can even use this right now for a PC that you already have, and it'll let you know what you can do in the VR world. Okay, so once the test is performed, it basically gives you your results of everything you have going on here. And, at the very top, it either tells you you're ready, capable, or completely ready. This is the specs on my actual desktop build that I have right now. I'm using the NVIDIA 2070 Super with the Intel i7-10700, and it works great. I can run everything in very high or ultra. No frame rates dropped or anything like that. I can actually play VR and record my videos with OBS and have everything still running on high, no problem. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you guys check out everything as far as your PC goes on your performance. If you have any questions whatsoever about recommendations for laptops or PCs, or if you're just having trouble selecting the right components for your computer, just message me. I can be reached pretty quick on Discord, or you can just message me in the comments below, and I greatly appreciate you watching. Make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great night.